Well, today is the day Todd and Julie Chrisley are headed to prison. You know, this is not anything we're celebrating. We hate to see anyone go down this path, but in this video, we're going to talk about what next. So we've got minor children at home. How are they going to be taken care of? Who's going to be taking care of them? And what's that all going to look like? I've got a list here, you guys. We've also got where Todd and Julie are going to be. Now, Julie was initially going to be in one place. Now she's someplace else. We're going to be looking at restitution and royalties. So get a drink if you don't have one, and let's get started.
Yeah.
Okay, the first thing that I want to talk about is, remember, they had actually asked to stay out while their conviction was being appealed. The judge denied that. And so they had to stick with reporting in today by noon, I think was the time. So let's first see where they are. I covered this in another video, but I want to touch back on it today because something changed with Julie's, but we're going to start with Todd's first. So Todd is at this minimum security prison camp in Pensacola. And you can see here, this one's primarily, this one's only for men, 350 total inmates. And as I said before, you know, one of the things you want to think about is, hey, they still have a couple of minor kids in addition to the older kids. So are they going to be able to come and see them? He is going to be there for 12 years. 12 years, you know, you go from a little girl, Chloe, to being, you know, finished high school in that time and possibly in college or starting a career. So things will be very different for her by the time that they are released. So they can come and visit. However, you know, there were a lot of restrictions and things put in place when COVID started. And just because this is the penal system, of course, under the Federal Bureau of Prisons, you've got a lot of hoops that you've got to jump through. So you actually got to be approved before you can come. Now, I've never been, so I don't know. But they've got all of this listed on the website. So they just have to jump through these hoops before they can show up. And it says the inmate needs to add them to their visiting list. And I'm sure they've already looked at all of this to get very prepared for this. And you can see right here is the list of people that they can add. Then there's this list of things that they can and can't wear, what they can look like. The duration, it says by law, an inmate gets at least 4 hours of visiting time per month. You guys, you think about that in terms of a family relationship. 4 hours of visiting time per month. It says, but usually the prison can provide more. However, the warden can restrict the length of visits or the number of people who can visit at once to avoid overcrowding the visiting room. 4 hours is nothing. That is nothing. And so it's probably going to be helpful if you know, the family all goes at one time. That way, you know, they aren't breaking it up and using up this time. That's just not a lot of time. So it talks about behavior, physical contact, and visiting schedules. So yeah, that's where Todd is going to be. So let's jump over here and see where Julie is going to be. Now, originally, it was understood that she was going to be at Mariana, and that's still in Florida also, but it looks like that's changing and that she's now going to be in a facility in Lexington because it actually has mental health services there. Well, let me just stop guessing and let's go to it and pull it up so you can see exactly what it is we're looking at here. And this is what we have. So you can see there, yeah. And as you'll see here, this is for male and female here, and it's a much larger facility than the one that Todd is going to. So you can see the number there is very different. 1,360 total. And then you've got 1,137 at FMC and 223 at the camp. And this is in Eastern Kentucky. So this also presents a challenge to them because now you've got him in one state, Todd in one state in Florida, and then you've got Julie over here in Kentucky, and you've got the family now put in a position where they need to be able to see both parents. Of course, you want, especially the minors who are still growing up, they aren't adults yet. Chloe's really young. And so, this is going to be a challenge for them. I hope that they're able to work this out. So let's go back and look at the Lexington facility here. So remember, modifications due to COVID. And I think the visiting overview is pretty much going to be the same here. Be pre-approved. Yeah, all of this stuff is pretty standard across all of the facilities. I think the thing that I had heard about with this one was that there were just more mental health services available here. And I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it says. Now, so what about the minors? What is going to be happening to them? Because that's always a big concern when you still have minor children at home, how they're impacted. They've got to get to school, they've got to get homework done, back to school items purchased for them, summer camps, all of these regular things that still need to take place, just like coming home and having dinner. So Savannah has indicated in her podcast that she has taken custody of both of them, Grayson and Chloe, and that she is going to be the one who's going to be responsible for them. Now, this is a lot. I think Savannah is 25 years old, but they are all used to being a family. So it's very different from saying all of a sudden you're going to be with somebody different. But yes, for her being the person who's going to take on this responsibility on her own is a lot. And as you know, the show was canceled, so it's no longer in production. So then you start to wonder, well, what's her financial situation and is she going to be able to do this? Well, she already lives in another house that she has. She already has a career and has been working. So this is not going to be as big of a sort of, to do for her financially. Sure, it's going to take, it's going to take some getting used to figure all of these things out. But she is owner of the real estate firm. So let's go over to the real estate firm so that you can take a look at that and see what it looks like. It looks very nice because, of course, some of this has to do with how their family got started. This is Leah. This was the friend that I did a video on. Her letter, her character letter that she submitted to the court requesting leniency. And it was actually a good friend letter. If you want somebody to write a good friend letter for you in the future, pull up Leah's, because I thought hers was pretty decent. So here's Savannah here. She's the owner. She's got her bio here. Let's go check out her bio. Yes, and it says you recognize her from the television shows Growing Up Chrisley and Chrisley Knows Best. But she is also an accomplished business owner and an official member of the Greater Nashville Realtors. So she is listed as owner here, and you can go to the website. So if she's working as a real estate broker, then she'll have that income that'll be working for her also. So that's one thing for her to think about. So again, yes, it's different to bring in two kids that you now have to sort of take care of and you have this responsibility for, and they're going to be depending on you. But at least she's already been in this career and this profession for a while. And then she also has Sassy by Savannah. So I wasn't really familiar with this. And so let's go to the website because, this is a source of income for her too. So, I think a lot of us learned during COVID that it's great to make sure that we don't have all of our eggs in one basket. Remember how all of the restaurants closed, the movie theaters closed, the gyms closed, and a lot of businesses just didn't open back up after that because the economics of it were just gone. There was no coming back for them as much as they may have wanted to do so. So in addition to her being a broker, it looks like she is also this person that has Sassy by Savannah. And I did see it on, I think maybe it was Julie's Instagram, but it was not something that I even knew that she had. But we're going to take a look at it and see what's over there with Sassy by Savannah. And actually, I'm thinking maybe I should have a something like this my own self. Like I could do like a Luscious by Ms. Legalista. I think that would work well. Not sure what exactly I would do with that, but yeah. So here is her, here's the website. So let's take a look at this and see what's going on, because I've never been here before, but this will likely be a source of income for her as she takes on this financial support and responsibility of Chloe and Grayson. And to be honest, this is the first time the second time I've been to this site. The first time was maybe an hour ago to sort of check it out to see what was going on with it. Like I said, it was not something I was ever really familiar with. So it's Sassy by Savannah Chrisley, and it totally fits her vibe and her image. So as I was scrolling down, I was just sort of trying to get a look at what she's selling, how she's going to be making money to be able to support them. She's got fragrances up here. Says beauty over here. It would be nice if she had these earrings, this jewelry. I might be more interested in it. Mystery bundles. I'm not a person for mystery bundles. I want to know what it is I'm buying. Sassy Sparkle Kit. Okay, it says liquid eyeshadow and lip gloss. Don't know about that. Some sort of beauty calendar here. So these are the things that she's selling on her website. Cruelty free, vegan, paraben free. So it looks like she's trying to be environmentally conscious. And yeah, so these are the items. And this is what I saw earlier when I came over here. Oh, look, she has Facebook and Instagram. I just want to see now what's on the Instagram for this. And let me see if I can pull it up so you guys can see it also. And then we'll pop back over because I want to talk a little bit more about the restitution and royalties piece. But yeah, let's see if I can pull up her Instagram for this. So where did it go? Okay, here we go. So here's the Instagram for Sassy by Savannah. Looks very nice. She's got about 202,000 followers. And so this, everything perfect lip care routine. So there's a lot here. Again, this is a way for her to sell the product and to make money. Oh, and there was some Christmas stuff here. This is another way for her to sell this product and make money and be able to support not just her now, but possibly, to provide some additional economic support for the kids. And it's not that they are her financial responsibility to that extent. And it's not that there might not be any money out there, but this is helpful. This is helpful is what I'm trying to say. So let's get rid of that. So now let's go back and remember they have two houses, Julie and Todd Chrisley. Okay. Very nice homes, beautiful, but there is also a 17 plus $1 million restitution that they now have to pay also. So it's very likely that they're going to have to sell these homes and they're going to use that to, pay the restitution that's been ordered by the court. So that's where a lot of that money is going to go. Will it be 17.2 million? I don't know. The homes look really nice. They very, they're very nice homes. They would be considered luxury homes. They're, but yeah, I don't know where that's going to go. So now let's talk about royalties. Are there any royalties out there that might still be coming in? Well, NBC Universal owns, I guess, USA, which was where the show was being shown. That sounds awful. But looks like that's been canceled. So, anything that they would have been doing to earn money pretty much has been canceled. However, now if they were to have some things already set up, so for instance, if they had something like what Savannah had, where they had some things that were sales were still taking place and money was still coming in, then there might be sales and commissions and referral fees and royalties and all of those items that might help with that restitution and might also help support Grayson and Chloe. But in this case, we're not really sure. So if in their contract with for the Chrisley Knows Best show, if there's something in there about, hey, here's how much you're going to get paid if this is sold into syndication, whatever, then there might be that. But I haven't heard any talk about that. I really haven't. Right now, all of the talk has been around the 17.2 million restitution and where that money is going to come from. And primarily, sources are saying the money is going to come from the sale of the 2 homes. And that's where things stand. So as of today, January 17th, the due date for them to report in. It's also been reported that Julie just celebrated her 50th birthday, and it was good that they all had a chance to sort of get together and, still be thankful that, that they still sort of have their health in their life to some extent. Things have changed, and yeah, we'll see. We'll continue to see how things go. But that's where things are today with the Chrisleys headed to prison to serve out their respective sentences. If you got a little bit more out of this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.